Welcome to 2-Minute Tips to Thrive at 2. Yesterday we talked a little bit about camping, and today I'm going to tell you the history of the founder of modern day camping. His name is Thomas Hiram Holding. He was born in 1844 and died in 1930. His family moved to America and got on a wagon train headed for Salt Lake City. It was a hard trip, but that is where Thomas's love of sleeping out and living in the outdoors was born. On the trip, they lost 2 children, and by the time they got to Salt Lake City, they found out that his grandfather had died. They turned around, got on another wagon train, and began the journey back to England. He stayed in England and became a tailor, but he continued his love of camping and went out all the time camping. Can you imagine the equipment that they had in those days, how heavy it was to carry? He had to fix that. That was his mission. He designed a tent out of silk, and then he would, fold it over like a tent with a bar down the middle and 2 poles on either end and string it up. He fashioned a type of stove called a primus, and everything had to fit in his knapsack on his bike, except the primus, which hung from his handlebars. So he continued on developing. Every time he would go out and say, oh, this needs to be better, and he would make it better. He wrote many books about camping. The first one I think is great, The Camper's Handbook, in 1908. He also was a cyclist, and he learned all about taking the camping equipment out camping on a bicycle, because that's how people got out and about. And the government encouraged people to go camping as a way of relieving stress. Can you imagine the foresight? At any rate, he continued on until he died in 1930 to write books about canoeing and camping, more books about camping, and continuing to refine the equipment. Just think what he would think of the modern day backpacking equipment now. At any rate, when you go camping, just look up and say thank you to Thomas Hiram Holding, the father of modern day camping. We'll talk more about camping tomorrow. And in the meantime, stay home as much as possible, stay healthy, stay happy. And show kindness to everyone we meet. That's how we thrive every day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue to talk about camping, and thank you for being here today.